Thank you so very much, Phyllis. Good morning, everyone. We're going to get started by ramping up our energy just a little bit with this fun song that was taken from a quote by one of our co-founders, Charles Fillmore. I bet you got your juices flowing now. We're going to remind ourselves that we are the radiant life of God in expression.
Thank you, everyone. Phyllis, especially for your beautiful piano, and everyone for being here on this very, very, very cold morning. Join me this morning in affirming our statement of being. Together, there is only one presence and power in the universe, God, the good, omnipotent. This power expresses life, love, wisdom, and abundance through me. In it, I live and move and have my being. My name is Betsy, and I'll be your service leader this morning. Welcome to the Unity of Bloomington live streaming service. We extend a special welcome to those of you who are joining us for the very first time this morning. You can find us both on Facebook and YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button. You can find the links to our streaming services on Facebook and YouTube and on the homepage of our website, unityofbloomington.org. You can also sign up for our newsletter while you're exploring our website. At Unity, we offer practical spiritual teachings that empower abundant and meaningful living. We are a center for spiritual growth, and we provide inspiration, tools, and practices that support people on their paths of spiritual growth. We're going to review our principles right now. I'm going to read the first part, and then you'll follow me with a 2-word affirmation. God is all good and active in everything, everywhere. God is. I'm naturally good because God's divinity is in me and in everyone. God am. I create my experiences by what I think, feel, do, and believe. I create. Through affirmative prayer and meditation, I connect with God and bring out the good in my life. I pray. I do and give my best by living the truth I know. I make a difference. I live. I now invite Ginger up for our moment with the children.
Thank you, Betsy. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a nice and warm and cozy morning. It's a little chilly outside. I wanted to talk to you today about our new theme for the month of February, because today is the first Sunday in February. And last month, we talked about our power of faith and how we could see where we were putting by our faith on and what we were feeling. And this month, we are talking about our power of strength. And that is our power to endure, or our power to keep going, even though we might feel a little tired. And I'm sure that you might feel that in the second half of your school day, when you're getting a little bit tired and you're needing to just reach deep inside of you to capture just a little bit more energy to get you through that day. And so this is our power of strength. And one of the things that I wanted to share with you is a blessing that we do here at Unity, and it's a reminder, and it's actually, someone put it into song, and we do sing it to you at least once a month. But in those moments when you might be feeling like you just can't go on, and you need a nap, or you just need a little burst of energy, I encourage you to remember these words. And you can imagine me saying them to you if you would like. So just close your eyes and imagine when you're tired, someone saying, I love you. I bless you. I appreciate you. And I behold the Christ in you. And just feel how those words energize you and bring you comfort and give you that little bit of oomph to help you get through your day. So we're going to sing those words to you right now. Please join me.
We love you. We bless you. We truly, truly appreciate you, and we behold the Christ in you.
Thank you, Ginger. February 2021, and our theme is strength. In 2021, Unity's annual theme is how to stay centered no matter what. Each month, we will explore the role that one of the 12 powers plays in staying centered and achieving inner peace, no matter what is occurring around us. The spiritual power of strength exists within each of us as potential to be realized. It is God's strength expressing through and as us. With it, we are steadfast and patient, able to withstand the winds of change. Outward adversity does not stop us because our power lies within us. Our minds are clear and steady, and our will is firm. Spiritual strength sustains us in moments of uncertainty as we draw from a deep well of courage within. Repeated challenges are an invitation to renew ourselves and stand firm, which enables us to be re-energized and continue undaunted. Fearless and focused, we own what is ours to do and prepare to act. Boldness and tenacity propel us through obstacles with enduring strength, and we persevere, remaining hopeful. We may falter, but we never fail. For divine power within is our endless source. We are one with the strength and vitality of spirit, stable, courageous, and tenacious. Divine strength is who we are. Please join me in claiming this truth as our own together. I express the strength and vitality of God by standing firm in love and courage. I'd like to highlight the following announcements. Our virtual Unity Cafe is immediately following the service, and you can find the link to that at the bottom of our Facebook page. And I'm not reading the script properly, so I'm floundering here a little bit, but I will persevere. Grab a cup of coffee or tea and come say hello to your Unity friends online after the service this Sunday at our online coffee hour. You can join the Zoom meeting after the service from our Facebook group under announcements, or go to the unityofbloomington.org website and scroll down until you see the link below those to connect you to live streams on Facebook and YouTube. You should also see a link in the comments on this video that you can cut and paste into your browser. Now we'll turn to the daily word. The daily word for today is inner peace. The affirmation is, I express the peace of God. Peace, be still. With these words, Jesus claimed his authority and calmed stormy waters. Following Jesus' example, I too claim authority. In a stressful moment, I center my awareness in the divine presence that lives in me and expresses through me. This divine presence is perfect life, love, and wisdom. It is peace that nothing and no one can disturb. No matter what may be happening around me, at the center of my being, there is always peace. It is an aspect of my divine inheritance, as near as my next thought. I release all fear and tension and embrace the peace of God. As I do, divine peace radiates from the center of my being. It clarifies my thoughts, calms my emotions, and relaxes my body. In every situation, I am a presence of peace. Those of steadfast mind keep you keep in peace because they trust you. Isaiah 26:3. Now we'll join together in speaking the affirmation aloud. Together, I express the peace of God. And now repeat it to yourself silently. I express the peace of God. Our message will be provided by our spiritual ministry co-coordinator, Ginger Curry, and our musical inspiration team will provide the music. Our music team will provide the musical inspiration.
Sweet hour of prayer, sweet hour of prayer, enfolded in the presence rare of one who fills with truth and light, the one who works with wondrous might. The stillness of this silent hour brings peace, goodwill, and conscious power. The time of silence is to bring eternal joy and harmony. Sweet hour of prayer, sweet hour of prayer, in love with all people everywhere. The universe is but the whole of all that is in our pure soul. Through Christ the truth I now behold, the oneness of all life unfold. I think this loving thought and feel the beauty Christ the truth reveals. Sweet hour of prayer, sweet hour of prayer, into the secret place repair. I feel that quickening life of thine, and know that thine is also mine. The light of truth is now revealed. I sing with joy, for I am healed. The glory of the Lord I've seen, at one with Christ I'm kept serene.
Thank you, music team. Thank you, Seb and Andy. And thank you, greeters at home. And thank you for joining us this morning. I'm reminded through our affirmation from the daily word and from our affirmation for the month of February, the importance of balance in our life. For February, we are affirming that I express the strength and vitality of God. And today, we're affirming I express the peace of God. And some people might look at those two phrases and say, well, they're completely different. How can you express peace and also vitality and strength? But I like to think that they're all connected, that it is totally acceptable to be peaceful and to express vitality and strength. And that's my wish and my hope for you this week, that you find that balance of feeling that inner peace within while still feeling that zeal and that vitality and strength that helps us get through the day. I shared with you all, because I find it hard to keep secrets, that my word for the year is aligned. That my thoughts, words, actions are aligned with my goals and my truth. My thoughts, my words, my actions are aligned with my goals and with my truth. And so, first of all, it's very important that we're clear on what our goals and our truth are, so that we can reflect and look at those areas of our lives where we have what they would call a growth edge, room to grow, room to expand, room to align that much more. One of the phrases that I've come to love as I've been on my spiritual journey is the affirmation that I experience and express ... I experience and I express abundance in my life. I experience and I express love and acceptance in my life. I experience and I express the vitality and strength of God in my life. I love the way that it allows me to experience it at the same time that I'm expressing it out in the world. I just love that affirmation, and it has really helped me as I go through my day and I'm experiencing something that I really don't want to be experiencing. And then I can ask myself, well, if this is not what I want to be experiencing, what is? And then I can ask myself, what is it that I want to experience and express in this situation? Maybe we're in an uncomfortable situation because of a conversation that we might need to have. Before that conversation happens, prepare by identifying what is it in this situation that I want to experience and how do I want to express. And that will guide our actions and our words and the way that we approach that situation in our life. We are studying the 12 powers this year, and I have two books that I love. The Divine Audacity by Linda Martella-Whitsitt, and this is the new book that I've been reading, Adventures in Resilience by Sharon Connors. I highly recommend both of these books. If you're curious about how to integrate the 12 powers into your life, pick these up. You can find them on unity.org. They're in the bookstore. A lot of my quotes over the next year will be coming from those two books. The first one that I wanted to share with you, since we're talking about strength, is from Adventures in Resilience. And here Sharon Connors writes, "Spiritualized strength is the power to stand in the spiritual truth we know, to practice spiritual principles even when it's difficult, and to act courageously with authentic spiritual motives. Strength is the power to stand in truth, to practice our principles when it's difficult, and to act courageously and authentically. One of the things that I realized when I was kind of thinking about the message this week was that, as I said earlier, that my word for the year was aligned, that I also like the word integrated. And so as we read through these quotes, I'm going to reread them, taking the spiritual out of them. Because there is really no need for us to separate spiritual from sacred. There is not, spiritual from secular. So there's no unity ginger and no worldly ginger. There is no home ginger and friend ginger. Like, I want my life to be integrated so that the ginger that you see right here is the ginger that you always see. So that there is no compartmentalizing. I don't think I was ever good at compartmentalizing, so it's easy for me to release that need to compartmentalize my life. I prefer to see how I can integrate my life so that this is the ginger you see, the authentic ginger. So as I read through these quotes, I might read through it once and use the word spiritual, and then I might read the quote without the word spiritual, just to remind us that there doesn't have to be any separation or compartmentalization to how we see ourselves in the world. The next quote that I want to share is, spiritual strength is a spiritual muscle and more. It is our spiritual backbone. So our strength is a muscle and so much more. It's our backbone that helps us stand in truth when it's difficult, that helps us stand for justice, which helps us stand for truth in the midst of injustice. Strength is our spiritual backbone. Strength is our backbone. And this is the other quote that I really love. It says, spiritual strength informs all of our other capacities, and it bridges faith to action. So you notice that we started January with faith, and then this month we're looking at strength, and then we have 10 more capacities or powers to look at. And we learned that strength is this bridge between faith and everything else. For me, when I look at faith, it's important that I'm very clear on what I am putting my faith in. Am I putting my faith in the truth that I know, or am I putting my faith in the anxiety or the worry that I might be feeling? And from that realization of where I'm putting my faith, I can then engage in the strength that will then help me tap in to my other powers. So it's a beautiful tapestry that we are weaving throughout this year. I'm glad you're on the journey with us. An affirmation that Sharon Connor shares with us is, I act on the truth I know, the values I hold dear, and the desires of my heart. I act on the truth I know. I act on the values I hold dear, and I act on the desires of my heart. And for us to do that action, we need to kind of build that muscle. Build that muscle, the backbone that helps us stand tall. So one thing we need to do is to be very clear on what our values are. I'm sure many of you have taken the time to really identify what rings true to you, what is important to you. I do know that probably all of our values, even though they're based on the same truth, are slightly different. There are things that mean more to me than to you. There are things that you hold dear that maybe aren't so important to me, and that is totally okay, because you and I are called to live authentic lives that are true to ourselves. Betsy is not called to live a life that's true to Ginger. You would not want that. You want the authentic Betsy. You would not want me to live a life true to someone else's ideals. You want the authentic Ginger. So I encourage each of us, if you're not clear on what your values are, what you hold dear, to take a moment. Become clear on your why. Become clear on your goals, because that will determine the exercise program that you put in place for your strengths training. The next little affirmation that I like, or the next goal, is my thoughts, words, and actions align with my goals and value. And I prefaced that earlier when I started speaking, because that is how we look at areas of our lives and see where we need improvement or where there's room to grow. If I value health, but choose to eat a box of donuts every morning, there is something not quite aligned between my thoughts and my actions. And if I take the time to do a little thinking and kind of looking closely at how my thoughts, words, and actions align, I can go, oh, here is a place where I have room for improvement. This is where I can see in my life those places where things are a little out of aligned, and then I can do my work to try to align my actions to my values. And when we find those areas in our life where there's room for improvement, we must be willing to be open and change. And that's my next thought. I am open and I am willing to transform or release beliefs that do not support my goals and values. I am open and I am willing. There are areas in our lives where we're not ready to change. It's just part of our human experience that, we know what to do, but we do not do them. In those moments, offer yourself some grace. And then play with that just a little bit. Where you can maybe say, what if I were open and willing to change this thought? What if I were open and willing to transform this idea? Play with that for a while. See if you can soften this hardening that you might have towards an idea that you're not ready to let go of. What would happen if I were willing and open? Well, my health might improve. Sit with that for a while. And then sit with, well, I am willing to experiment with transforming my idea. And step by step, step by little step, you'll be amazed at what type of transformation and change can happen in your life when you just become open and willing to transform or release something that in the past you've been holding on too tightly. And while you are navigating this strength training exercise that you're going through, it's important that you take time for self-care and renewal. We chose the song Sweet Hour of Prayer this morning for our musical inspiration. Because that ideal is part of our 5 basic principles that through prayer and meditation, we align ourselves with God mind. Through prayer and meditation, we connect with God. That taking the time to quiet the mind, taking the time to seek that inner sanctuary where peace and joy is always found, always available to us. It's important for us to continually renew ourselves. I express the peace of God. The reason I express the peace of God is because I take time to remember that I can express the peace of God. I express the vitality and strength of God because I take time to remind myself and to remember that I can express the strength and vitality of God. Every time I take a moment and reflect, I am exercising that muscle. And the more I take time and opportunity to align my thoughts, words, and actions with the truth that I know for myself, I am exercising those strength muscles. I am building my backbone so that I can go out into the world and that I can express and experience the qualities of God that I hold dear. I'd like to invite you to join me in this time as we prepare for meditation. And I invite our music team to help us.
In the stillness of the silence, I am one with perfect life. I am healed, I live in freedom. Joy now fills me, thrills me, mind and heart. In the stillness of the silence, I am one with light and love. I am wise, my thoughts are loving. Peace now fills me, thrills me, mind and heart.
In this stillness, we take a nice deep breath. And as we release, we relax. We breathe again. And as we release, even more relaxation. I invite you to close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Unwind your arms and your legs. Lengthen your spine. Strength is our backbone. Strength is our capacity to stand in truth, to act courageously, to be love in difficult times. Strength is our capacity to keep going, to stay the course, to reach our goals. We are endowed with all the strength that we need to accomplish all that we're here to accomplish. And you and I just have to learn to use it, to tap into it, to call upon our power of strength. I call upon my power of strength to experience and to express love, to experience and express forgiveness, to experience and express abundance, to experience and express alignment of thought, word, and deed, to experience and to express the aspects of God into this physical expression. As we rest in the silence, I encourage you to breathe in. God is. And to breathe out, I am. God is. I am.
now turn to the spiritual practice of generosity. We are grateful for the many ways this center supports us in our spiritual growth. And we, in turn, are happy to support this center with our financial contributions and our voluntary service. We are also grateful to those who have already put in place automatic weekly, monthly, or quarterly giving. Today, if you feel led to give, visit our website at unityofbloomington.org and click the giving link. You can also place a check in the mail. Our mailing address is 4001 South Rogers Street, Bloomington, Indiana, 47403. I invite you now to place your hands over your heart as we say our abundance affirmation. Together, I am an abundant being, living in an abundant universe. God is the source of my supply. I am not dependent on people or situations for my good. God is the source of my supply. I always have something to give, and I consistently give it. I expect the best, I give my best, and I now attract the best in every experience.
If I'm tired and stressed, let me stop and rest. If I'm feeling hurt, let me forgive. I know I can be the change I want to see. If it's to be, if it's to be, if it's to be, it's up to me. If I dream of peace, let me be the peace. When I start from love, I am love. I know I can be the change I want to see. If it's to be, if it's to be, if it's to be, it's up to me. You know it's up to me. You know it's up to me. If it's to be, you know it's up to me.
We bless the offering received with these words. Together, divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I'd now like to invite our prayer partner, Ginger Curry, to close the service.
Thank you so much, Betsy. My name is Ginger, and I'm your prayer partner. And if you have something you would like to celebrate, or if there is something that you would like that's on your mind that you would like for me to hold in prayer with you, please feel free to contact me at gingercurry@gmail.com, and I'd be honored to be that person for you. Each Sunday, we close our service with a prayer. Used to, we rotated through 3 prayers. We had the original prayer for protection. We had the love prayer, which was written by Reverend David LeBeau. And then we had the I am, we are prayer that I'm not sure who wrote that, but that we came in possession of. And now Reverend Lynn found this prayer and it requested that we add it to our rotation. And it's another one that we claim that which we are wanting to experience. So please join me in this prayer together. As the light of God, we shine. As the love of God, we embrace. As the power of God, we stand in truth. As the presence of God, we radiate love. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Please join us in singing, Let There Be Peace on Earth. Have a blessed week, everyone. Namaste.